Hey everyone, I am updating my desk, or I should say my setup. So we're going to have a couple of videos here, but we're going to go in and jump into the first thing I want to talk about today, which is my new docking station. We will see you back in just a minute. Here we are with the Baseus 17-in-1 docking station. And those of you who know me know that I list all of the things that I use on my website. And I just wanted to go ahead. We're going to unbox this real quick. You'll notice it says that it's a triple display. I do not have 3 monitors, but this allows for a lot of other expandability and a lot of other ports. I currently have a fairly small dock, and I even have to use some other USB extenders in order to be able to run the equipment that I have. So I really hope that this is going to be an interesting and valuable addition. Now, I do have another camera that I've already unboxed that I'll be using, so I do apologize for you seeing my current document camera in the shot here. There's really no way to be able to get the angle and show this without having it high enough, and so it's going to capture that. And apologies on that. But I do want to take a few minutes, unbox this, take a look at it, and give you some initial impressions. And of course, we will do a full review of this later after I've had time to hook it up and get it uh, and get all of my equipment hooked to it. So apologies for that. Unboxing is never my strong suit, so I always have to do that a little bit messy. They do give you nice pull tabs here on the side, so I think that's nice. Of course, sometimes getting your fingers under the pull tabs, not so easy. So there we go. We'll pull that open. Turn the box back this way. We'll go ahead and take this out. And there we'll get rid of the box. And we will go ahead and open this up. A lot of plastic here, which I'm not a huge fan of. This feels like it may be recycled plastic at least. The other parts, not so much. And it is a very waxy cardboard feel on the outer box. So let's see what we've got in the box here. So this is the unit itself. We'll set that to the side for a minute while we look at everything else that comes in the box. So here is your documentation. They do not make this easy to get out. I will definitely say that. You almost have to go underneath it to pull it out of there. But there's your documentation, shows a little bit about getting started here. We'll put that over here to the side. You have your USB-C to USB-C cable, which actually works really well for me because of my Asus does run on a USB-C. Now, it does not run powered USB-C. The dock does handle power, but the Asus itself has a traditional power cord. I don't know why they made that decision, but they did. It looks like they have some different adapters, which is nice. I mean, obviously, I'm here in the US, but having these other power adapters are really nice if you were to take this on the go and be able to use it in another country. So that is a nice touch. Put those here. And then you have your stand, which is right here. So it sits in here like a nice cradle. I guess it'll depend on which way you want that to go. But boy, that's a tight fit. Yeah, I'll have to play with that a little bit once we get this packaging material out of the way. Let's go ahead and set it there for now. Try to keep this in frame a little bit so you can see the different components. Again, here's more plugs. And here is the battery pack and the actual plug. But they do not make that easy to get out of. Again, a trick, just if you're unboxing this yourself, is to go underneath and push up. That should pull it out of there. And again, a nice, I think, way to handle different power needs. Obviously, this is going to be my adapter, but then you can release that by pushing down on this button, pulling it out, and then if you have a different power need or use case, it's really, really easy to do that. So overall, a nice package. Now let's take a look at the device itself. So let's take off this plastic, if I get my finger under there. So take off the protective coating here. Yeah, that's a nice device. I can just tell you from the feel of it, it's very good build quality. It feels not heavy, it's light, but it also feels sturdy in the way that it's done here. And you can see it's got a lot going on. So there's two USB-C ports right here. There's also a microphone port, which is nice to have. And then three USB 3, I believe. These are USB 3 standards here. And then a micro and a regular SD card slot on that side. Turning it over, the nice thing here is that there are three HDMI ports. So a lot of these that I looked at online had two HDMI and a DVT. So the DVT is fine. The digital display port uh, works great, but I'm not sure that that's what I would want because HDMI is just so much more common. But again, each to their own. Two more USB Type A ports here. And then you also have a USB power, a USB-C power port here, and another USB-C out here. And of course, here's your power port to go into the device to keep it powered. And what's nice as well is this is supposed to have a 1000 Mbps Ethernet connection. I believe my current one has close to that. The biggest difference between the two is it's a very flat port. It's not as big as this is. It doesn't have near as many ports. I believe it's a 10 in one or an 11. Uh, but here, just having five total USB ports is huge. And also not having to use the USB-C adapters because you then have at least three, if not four, USB-C inputs as well. So pretty cool. And it's got some different schematic information here on the sides showing you where all the ports are. And what we'll do is we'll push this down in here. Yeah, it just fits in there like a glove. It takes a little bit to get it in there, which is nice, so you're not going to have to worry about it coming out. And I don't know if the camera will catch that, but that's almost like a sticky, rubbery material to really hold that in place. And it's also on the bottom as well. So when I put this on the desk, it does not slide very easily. The idea, I'm hoping that if you accidentally do a cable pull, it's not going to just start sliding all over the place. But again, that's all there is to it. So this is the Baseus 17 in 1 docking station. It's compatible with pretty much all types of PCs. They list Acer, HP, Lenovo, Mac, and Dell. But I have an Asus and we'll get it tried out to see how that works. But we'll be back and I'll show you what this looks like in a further review. But that's my first impressions, and I will see you just in a minute to recap.
All right, everybody, welcome back. And just so you know, the docking station is now set up and is working really well. I still find that I'm running out of ports. I don't know how to fix that. I think it's the modern day laptops. They just don't have enough ports. And even with the adapters, everything seems to either run on USB-A or USB-C, and nothing seems to be for sure which way you need to go with that. Have been working through a few issues, couldn't get it all to connect right away. Some things seem to need to run differently. I'm actually using a two dock system, so I'll probably show you that at some point. But I'm using a couple of ports on my old dock and then hooking that into the new dock. And I have one camera that has to be directly linked into the laptop for some reason. It will not show unless I have it directly connected. But anyway, thank you. The dock is so far working all right. Talk a little bit more about it and give you more of a review as we go. But thanks for being here for the unboxing. As always, thank you. Please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, think about becoming subscribed to the channel. We're pushing really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers by December 9th. Also, visit me on Patreon. It's down in the description of this video. You'll find a link to my Patreon page. We have 68 members, three of which are paying supporters, and every little bit helps with the channel. At the end of this video, you'll see a scroll that'll come up and show all of the people that are helping me out with that, including both paid supporters and free members. But just, take the time to drop your comments down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.